and welcome back to Let's Play Survival Minecraft. For the first part of this episode, I kind of wanted to show you how to build something that I'm going to be using for my tree farm. And that is a simple automatic tree farm, just a little design. So you want a block, and then you can place a button on it. You can put this in different areas as long as you have a redstone current. And then you attach it to a comparator that's facing right into the block, and then you have redstone, and make sure that it's feeding into itself, and right click the comparator so that it has its redstone torch on. That's the way you can tell that it's in the negative, which is what you want for this build. And then you can put your dispenser, and actually, I think for this thing, you might want to put this a little bit farther away so that the tree won't destroy it. And when you have the comparator like this, you want to use this redstone because I'm not sure if these other two work. Sometimes it doesn't work, so just do it out of this redstone just to be safe. I'm not sure if there's anything wrong with it though, but then you want to put your bone meal in your dispenser, and this you might think it's wasting bone meal because it does it a couple times and it might grow the tree faster, but just to show you guys. Oh wait, I forgot to put in negative mode. Okay, it does it 5 times, which is about enough to do grow any tree. But if you saw there was 51, I'll do it again. There's 51 and 2 stacks, and still 51 and 2 stacks. So even if it grows the tree, it still saves the bone meal. And for most times, you don't have to press it twice. I mean, I've never encountered that problem. It might happen, but if you do, just press it twice. And this is just a demonstration. Oh, and I did have to press it twice, I guess. But yeah, you saw it grew instantly after. And it only should have used 7 bone meal. Let's see, let's go like that. Yeah, about 7 bone meal. And then you can, of course, chop the tree down. If you, yeah, you're gonna need the wood. And it's a great source. And I use it for the 4x4 trees, but it can also be used for just regular trees. It would probably actually be easier because they take less bone meal, so you never have to press it twice. So you might want to use it for that. But yeah, these trees are really nice to chop down. They're pretty easy, and you get a ton of wood and apples. So that's why I like chopping these down. But I guess I'll show you guys. I shouldn't use these because they are they don't grow as 1x1 trees. I tried bone mealing on, they don't work as far as I can tell. But okay, we have regular tree here. That's weird. I guess it might be these leaves blocking it, or there could still be something blocking this from growing, but or maybe it's my redstone. You can I probably should have put it a little bit farther away and maybe a little bit farther back. This is super easy to move though. It's not like it's gonna take you a long time just to change up the configuration. You can just place down the comparator, turn it to negative. Yeah, this is a better setup. Just having this, it's way simpler, and it shouldn't stop this tree from growing. See, it's using a lot of bone meal. Yeah, it's probably the leaves. I probably should have just broken these leaves before I tested the small version. But yeah, it's really useful if you want a tree farm and you don't want to like individually bone meal all of them, or you don't want to carry around bone meal. You can just leave it in the dispensers, and when you want to chop down a tree, you can just come up to it and press the button. I'm gonna try it one more time. Okay, that's it. I'm just using all this bone meal. Yeah, it's got to be the leaves. It should be working. So I'm just gonna knock down these last couple leaves because I don't know what else it would be. These blocks shouldn't interfere with it. They're pretty far away. Okay, there we go. I guess it also makes tall trees because it takes a ton of bone meal. So you might not want to use it for the single ones. It might take a long time. There's probably another way you can set it up, like if I didn't have this block and I made the redstone wrap around, if I had this a little bit farther away, I probably could make it more efficient and use less bone meal. But I guess this is another way you can, well, it works super well with these types of trees. And I don't want to grow one now because they'll get messed up from this, but yeah, that's just a little design for a automatic tree farm design. You can change it up and make it more efficient, but this is the main part of it, just the button hooked up to the comparator. It gives out about like six little quick pulses, which uses about 6 bone meal, which is like the perfect amount for like a tree to grow about. And if it does use too many, it stops, and as you can see, 38, still 38. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial, and now we're gonna get on with the episode. Bye. Hello, just in case you guys were wondering, I'm back, and here is a little bit perfected version of what I just showed you. Well, at least for just one thick trees. I didn't do much. I just took out some of the blocks, and it's actually probably less blocks, I'm not sure, but it doesn't stop the tree from growing, and it only takes like 1 to 2 button presses. I haven't tested that much, so yeah, like it only took 1 button press, and yeah, it gives you pretty small trees, but you can like keep doing it, and yeah, it only takes a little bit of presses, and yeah, it's not like the other one that would take like 30 bone meal just to get 1 tree. And I'm pretty sure it still works for 2 tall trees. I'm not sure if this is a good test because it's covered in leaves, but yeah. I mean, I barely changed anything. I doubt it would affect the 2 high trees. Let's see if we can clear it out though, a little. Just so we can grow 1 of these. That's all I want to test. But yeah, I'm going to be using this on like, well, probably in each of these rooms, or at least in the middle one. I'm not sure if I'm going to try hide the redstone or what. I would like to hide the redstone, but that might be a little bit too tough. I mean, it's kind of hard to hide this. I guess you could like make boxes. That might be cool. Like, just box it off. Maybe I'll have like a circle in the middle of this room. Like, that's kind of like it's, yeah, just like a circle inside the circle. Just like boxing this off, and like there's little stations where you can grow the trees. But oh my god, I just broke that. Yeah, let's just test this. See if it works still. Clear out the last couple leaves. And yep, first try. So it still works. Yeah, I'm not sure how many of these I want in the middle. I mean, just one is probably good enough, but maybe it would be nice to have two, because if one's covered in leaves, I don't want to keep on spamming it, because, well, as I was saying, I want apples from this, and growing them on top of each other, it doesn't give the leaves enough time to despawn. So you're pretty much wasting your chance on getting apples or saplings, and saplings don't matter as much, but yeah, you're gonna need them to replant, and I do want apples, so maybe I'll make one on each side or two next to each other. Actually, that probably wouldn't work, because then they would grow up into each other and stop the leaves from despawning too. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work that out, but yeah, this is a nice design that I will be using, and I'm gonna be back when I think of a way I can incorporate it into the middle. I'm back, and here's the design for, I was thinking for it to be in the center like this, and this is how I think I'm gonna do it. I just created a little place where I can put all the redstone, even though it's super messy. Like, it looks really weird, but pretty much what it should do is just activate all the dispensers at the same time, and since I already tested that it doesn't go off if there isn't a tree in front of it, I think that it won't like be wasting a ton of bone meal. So we're gonna try it. Hopefully this is enough bone meal. Just gonna put 15 in each one. Maybe we'll be able to grow some trees, and I space them out like, I'm not sure, like 5 blocks. I'm not sure how much it is this way. 1, 2. I guess 5 blocks in each direction, and that's so that the leaves don't come too close together, and it's like, and I get more like apples and saplings, stuff like that. But we're gonna place down these trees, and I'm gonna give it a test. I'm not sure if it'll actually work. I mean, it should, but I don't know. We got one tree, looks like. 2. None from these yet. Still none. And it looks like we ran out of bone meal. It's kind of weird. Like, the ones over here grew, but the ones in the pack didn't. And I know they were going off because there's no bone meal. Let me see if I have any bone meal, just to make sure they work, because I don't want them, like, I don't have any, but I don't want them just to not work. But yeah, the front ones went off like they were supposed to, and you can chop down these trees. The leaves did kind of connect, but I mean, the bulk of the leaves are kind of still there. It's not like they're grown right into each other. Yeah, so I think it is probably the best. I don't want to space it out anymore, or it'll be like huge and you won't even like, it'll be hard to walk around the room because it'll be so big. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this, but I need to make sure those back two trees can grow before I actually settle on this design. And that means I'm gonna need some bone meal, so I know where I can get a ton of bone meal back at my house, and I guess I can just go to the skeleton farm, because that I guarantee is bone meal. So we can go there. And one thing I have noticed is, oh, and that actually didn't break my boat. Well, I'm having trouble, but what I was gonna say, if there weren't so many animals here, is they changed how boats worked. I mean, boats work, and they actually changed it back to the way it is, so you don't control it with your screen. You control it with your arrow keys by like moving side to side. And I actually really like it because they made it like a kind of like a car, like, or just any sort of thing where you can like turn, and it's not like hard to turn anymore. You can do like really sharp turns with a boat now, and it's pretty noticeable, and I really like it. But yeah, I crashed up there because there was a ton of animals in the river. Yep, we got plenty of bones. And now we can just go back. And I got some, actually I don't need that. I have plenty of wood on me. And I'll show you guys again like the boat stuff because I really like it. And I almost want to make like it easier to boat now that I really like how the boating mechanics work. Okay, so, and I think you can go faster. Actually, I want to try something too. Let's see. Um, slow down. Go boat. See how it's like, it doesn't really work unless you have speed, but like you can like turn it like crazy, just like angle it, and before like it couldn't do these sharp turns. It would take like, you would have to back up and like get up speed and gradually make a turn, but now you can like even maneuver like small areas like this with the turning. And yeah, I just press control and it looks like you can make it go faster by sprinting using the control sprint key, and that's pretty cool too. So they now go faster and in my opinion are easier to steer. But I mean, there are probably a lot of people who like the moving with your screen method, so I'm not sure if it's actually easier for most people. Okay, so I'm not going to bother cutting down this tree. Just want to make sure that these two back ones work. And look, I have 11 apples. It gives crazy amount of apples just cutting down these trees. Okay. They still haven't grown. Come on. I don't know. I wonder if it's like something like about the direction they're facing. I'm not sure if that can like even play a role into it, but I mean, they are facing a different direction, and that's the only thing that's really different. Like maybe the trees naturally grow towards, I don't even know what direction this is. North. Maybe they grow north. And it can't grow north because this thing is blocking it. And these ones can grow because they just grow outwards. I mean, it did kind of grow outwards. Like, these are on the northern side of the tree. So, I mean, that could be a possibility. Or maybe I just got really lucky with these first trees and it just takes a ton of bone meal. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the direction. I mean, it can't really be anything else. It's the exact same layout on both sides. I'm not really sure how we could test this out besides this test just showing that the ones on the north grow and the ones on the south don't. But yeah, I think that actually might be it for this episode. I have my tree farm kind of set up. Probably going to be changing this up. Maybe taking down these ones, just leaving the front ones, because if they don't work, I mean, what's the point in keeping them? And maybe I'll put something else back here, like I'm not sure, something. But yeah, I'm gonna have to work on this. I just always don't want to work on that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that. But mostly I'm gonna be working on the tree farm here, and we got this middle area of the tree farm set up. So that's going good, I guess. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.